Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Gene Curl and today I wanted to talk about how you can get your name officially removed from the records of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as the Mormon Church. I left the church quite a long time before I officially had my records removed. Part of the reason was because I had heard all these horror stories about how difficult it was going to be. I had heard stories about people that they had to get an attorney and all kinds of stuff. The other reason, which is probably a reason why a lot of people don't get their names removed, is they're afraid that their family will find out and that everybody will, it'll hurt their relationships. And that was part of the reason why I didn't get my name removed at first. By the time I eventually removed my name, I did not care if everybody knew that I was not a member of the church. And in fact, I publicized the fact and told everybody that I was a born-again Christian. But for those of you who don't want to be found out, the church isn't actually allowed to tell your family that you had your record removed, though that doesn't mean that if somebody who knows you personally finds out that they won't tell anyway, but they're not supposed to. And officially, the church, they're not supposed to give out that information to people, so because it's confidential to you. Now, I thought that it was going to be a big ordeal getting my name removed. It turned out that the absolute biggest hurdle to overcome was the mental one. Even though once I left the church, I knew I would never go back. Every time I would think about getting my name removed, I would. With all those years of brainwashing, some of the tendrils were still in my mind, and when I would think about getting my name removed, I would think, oh no, but what if the church is actually right? Even though I logically knew it wasn't and couldn't be. So when I finally realized, okay, well, it's absolutely not true, and I know it's not true, so I decided to go ahead and get my name removed. I wasn't sure where to start, so I just wrote a letter to the church's record department, membership department, and which I'll put the address in the description below so that you can know where to write. But this is what I wrote. I addressed it to the church member records division, and I said, "My name is Gene Allen Curl. I was born July 4th, 1981 in Topeka, Kansas. I was baptized August 23, 2001 by Elder McKay Mataveo in the University 15th Ward of Pocatello, Idaho, University 2nd Stake. My record number is..." The last ward that I attended was the Holmes Lake Ward in Lincoln, Nebraska, though I don't know if that is where my records are currently. I hereby resign my membership in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, effective immediately, and request you remove my name permanently from your membership records. I wish no further contact from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints or from any of its representatives other than confirmation that my records have been removed. I expect confirmation that my name has been removed within a reasonably short amount of time. I understand that removing my name from the church records will in effect make it as if I have never been baptized or had any of what the church considers to be saving ordinances. I completely understand this, and I want it to happen, as I know man is saved by unmerited grace of God and not by works, Ephesians 2, 8-9, and that the Holy Bible is the definitive Word of God. Sincerely yours, Gene Curl. And then I put my address below. I didn't know exactly what to expect, but a couple of weeks later, I got a letter from the church. And it's an official church letterhead and everything, and then it says, "Dear Brother Curl, our office has been asked to acknowledge your recent letter in which you've requested that your name be removed from the membership records of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We have also been asked to inform you that the church considers such a request to be an ecclesiastical matter and that must be handled by local priesthood leaders before being processed by church employees. Therefore, your letter and a copy of this reply are being sent to President Gary W. Pulsifer of Joplin, Missouri Stake. He will have Bishop L. Brandon L. Crockett of the Webb City Ward contact you concerning the fulfillment of your request. Sincerely, Confidential Records." Well, No one from the church, the bishop or stake president, neither one of them tried to contact me. I made it clear in my letter that I was a lost cause, so they wouldn't try to convince me to stay. And so they just signed off on it without ever contacting me. And so if you are still living in the same area where all of your family lives and somebody that you know is the bishop, chances are they're going to know that your name has been removed, but because they might tell them or something. But if you are living in an area away from where your family lives and you haven't been to the ward and you don't actually know the bishop or the stake president, there is close to a 0% chance that anybody will tell your family. So a few weeks later, after that letter, I got another letter from the church. And this one said, "Dear Brother Curl, this letter is to notify you that in accordance with your request, your name has been removed from the membership records of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Should you desire to become a member of the church in the future, your local bishop or branch president in your area will be happy to help you. Sincerely, Confidential Records." So that second letter informed me that I am no longer a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. According to them, it's like I've never been baptized, like I've never been Mormon. And so I was excited to get that letter. And so the process was pretty simple. If you have any questions or concerns, please comment below, or you can contact me directly at genecurl.com. I have a contact form there. Also, if you would like information as to why I left the church, I will be making some videos on that, but I haven't really put any of those up. So for now, if you would like to know why I left the church, you can check out my podcast and blog. You can go to my website, genecurl.com, or you can search for my podcast on iTunes or Google Play or any of the other places where you find podcasts. It is called Recovering Faith. So if you just go to the podcast, wherever you're looking for podcasts, and put in Recovering Faith, you should be able to find it pretty easily. And I have several episodes there on why I left the church and my issues with the church. And in fact, I've been doing every other episode is dedicated to the LDS Church. So thanks for listening, or thanks for watching, I mean. And if you haven't already, click like if you liked it, and click subscribe and ding the bells so that you'll be notified when I post new videos. Thanks, and God bless.